Hi peeps, it's Gilly Bikes, and yes, today I'm back on the 125 having a little play. Now, something I've always been a bit curious of myself is, can you actually take 125 on the motorway? Now, legally, I can confirm that if you do have a driving license or a full motorbike license, you are able to go on the motorway on a 125. However, I wouldn't suggest that you all go out and get 125s for the motorway, because as you've seen on my review or recent ride of the TNT, at a push I'm going to get about 65 miles an hour, and that's downhill, and it is affected by going uphill as well. You will slow down. Now, to prove the theory out, I am going to take it on the motorway, so wish me luck, because yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a struggle. It's going to be a case of full throttle gunning it and see if I can get to 60 miles an hour and hold it there, then I'll be happy with that. But again, you know, this is just a bit of a test for everybody who's wondering, me included, how safe is it? I mean, some 125s are quite big bikes, presence wise, yeah, they're quite big, but they don't go particularly quick. Some will only do at a push 45-50 miles an hour, and some will do more than that. I've heard people boasting about the 100 mile an hour 125s. Don't know whether I believe it, but still, there are some that will do motorway speeds and above, so the speeds do vary dramatically with them. Now this one will do over 60 at a push, so it is capable of doing motorway speeds, albeit it's not going to break any speed limits. So I'm going to give it a go and see how we get on. I've not used this as much as I wanted to, just mainly because of work. But if you have seen my comparison video, or more importantly, if you have seen my video which I compare the 125 to the 1000cc and looking at fuel costs, etc., if you've seen that video, you will know that you can make a big old saving riding on a 125 compared to a 1000cc. Oh, 62 and climbing. Oh, now I know this is pretty much top speed. I'm not going to get anything else out of this speed wise. Oh, 64. Oh, then again 65. Oh, frightening. The joys of the 125. My god, I feel small on this thing. Right, so what this is telling me, obviously we've got the faster lanes at the side. Cars are flying past. I'm not going to get anywhere near them because this bike's not capable of it. But in the slow lane, lorries should, or the max really is 60. Now, this is capable of doing that, so yeah, you're fine to go in the slow lane. Looking at my comparison video with the fuel costs and everything, I personally have got to say I'm not ready to swap from a big bike to a little bike. But that being said, I'm more than happy to use this bike, or any 125 to be fair, to do the work commute, because it will save you money, as my test has shown. So I think for me, I will probably get a 125, if not this, because I do like this. It's got that crazy green colour, and it's a fun bike, and price wise it's really good value. So it may well be that I do have a chat to the dealers and see if I can work something out. We'll see. Look at that. I don't know if you spotted, but I was doing 65 then. Woo! Yeah, I'm quite happy just sitting in this slow lane. Now, there are loads of pros to the 125 that have been of it. I mean, the cost being the big one. But there are also a couple of downsides to it as well. Obviously the power being a big thing, the size being another thing, especially on the motorway you want to be seeing. But if for instance someone was trying to pull in front of me or do something stupid and I've got to get out of there quickly, this just isn't going to do that. If I was to give it any more than, well, I can't, I'm pretty much fully gunned. I can't give it any more, it won't give any more. So I wouldn't be able to escape anything like that. I'd have to just slam on and hope for the best. At the end of this little motorway trip, I'm sure there's going to be lots of traffic, and this will just, it'll just sneak right through them, won't it? It's tiny. That's one thing. This really is better than my V-Strom 4. It's just so much better for the city centres and the busy town centres. So much easier just sneaking through. There are things that you can actually do to these to get that little bit extra out of them. Just, you're not going to get loads extra out of it, that, let's face facts, but you can upgrade exhausts and change things here and there, and you might get an extra 5 mile an hour, 10 mile an hour at a push out of it if you're lucky. I can't see you getting much more than that. I'd be surprised, to be fair, if you could get up to 70 out of it. So that might be something that I would consider myself, as long as it was a cheap fix. Because I've got my big bike. If I want to go quick, I can use my big bike. This is about saving money. The big one from my comparison video that I did was, you're buying a bike for nothing. Let that sink in for a minute. Now, as I've shown, the savings on this, fuel alone, comes to, it was something like 600 and whatever pounds. I think with your tax saving, it was about £679 or something you were saving a year just on fuel costs. Just on fuel costs. Well, I know for a fact you can get one of these bikes for about £35 a month if you were to finance it. If you weren't paying outright, £35 a month. Now, £35 a month, that actually is still, with the cost of the bike, you're still saving money. You're still saving money. You could buy the bike, put the fuel in, go to and from work, and you're still probably saving about 300 quid. £300 savings and a new bike. How good's that? I mean, that for me, it's just a common sense thing, isn't it? You get an extra bike in the garage to play on, and you're still saving money. Now the thing is, for these costs to work out for you, you would have to use your 125 to go to and from work every day, which might suit some people, it might not others. But for me personally, depending where I'm working, I could save even more. So it just seems quite a sensible option for me. It's a money saver with an extra bike, so I can be Gilly 2 bikes. This is quite a comprehensive motorway test that I'm doing now, because I'm not just doing one junction down the motorway. This journey is, I think it's about 25 miles or something like that, so it is quite a decent little trek. If I'm completely honest with you, I was a little bit nervous about taking this bike on the motorway, because I genuinely thought I was going to end up with cars right up the back of me, and I thought speed wise it was going to struggle to get up to 60. But what I'm finding here is it's just done pretty much 20 miles and was consistent around that 60 mile an hour mark. I mean, it was full throttle, and it is affected by the hills and the wind, so going up and downhill your speed will fluctuate. But what I found then whilst full throttling was it went as high as 65 mile an hour and as low as about 57. But still, you know, if you're in the slow lane, there is nothing wrong with that at all, because that is pretty much what the lorries do, because they're affected by the hills as well because of the weight, etc. So I need not have worried. But you can see that I've just dropped down to 55, but it was quite a big a little bit of a hill. But we're going down now, so I'll do about 200 going. No, but you can see there straight away. Oh, 66. Come on, you can do it. 60. Oh, 65. Yeah, it's capable, and I need not have worried about going on the motorway. You're not going to get done speeding. Another money saver and a license saver. It's weird that I'm enjoying this bike so much. I think it's a thing, especially for us boys, that you pass your test and you want to get the fastest, coolest, biggest possible bike that you know you're capable of getting, and you kind of forget that you can still have fun on a little thing like this. So that is the end of the motorway. So that's all really I wanted to go over today. I'm not going to do any more than that. This today was just, oh, in fact, got to end on some sneaky, haven't you? Look at that. We've been on the motorway. I have confirmed that it can be done, and it can be done comfortably, albeit no fast lanes, but you can quite happily plod along at 60 mile an hour. Thank you for stopping by and listening to me talk nonsense as per. I'm going to do some more sneakying down this traffic before I turn round and do the motorway back home. Join me for more 125 adventures, and the only way to make sure you don't miss anything is to hit that subscribe button, and then you can make sure you come back in the future. And if you want, hit that little bell as well, so you'll get notifications when my next video comes out. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.